My buddy like recommended me this game, and like it's cool, but I don't see the hype so far. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Bleakest Keep is not a good Souls-like, but it is a phenomenal game. A simple formula with great execution of aesthetic, fun gameplay loop, and surprisingly robust physics that betray that charming, clunky PS1 vibe that it's going for. I wonder if I can fall off the edge here. Oh, yep. Yeah, I can. I very much can. Now, I was a little hesitant when I first searched it up on Steam, since it's kind of being sold as a Souls-like, and honestly, I'm kind of fatigued on those style of games. But aside from that dreary kind of bleak vibe, punishing difficulty, and goon-worthy characters, there's not much of a similarity between the Souls-like games and Bleakest Keep. So why, do you ask? Am I comparing the two? It's because Steam's doing it. Or at least the developers are. And genuinely, I do think it's doing itself a disservice by calling itself a Souls-like. In my opinion, the word Souls-like does come with a collection of preconceived ideas of how the game is going to run. And you won't have to play the game long to realize pretty much right away that it's not a Souls-like at all. Anyone with extensive amounts of gaming experience is going to notice pretty much immediately that this is a roguelike. You have procedurally generated enemies in specific rooms that you traverse through in order to progress the game, all the while picking up upgrades and kind of modifying your character for your best outcome. Yo, is that a fucking musket? This is the shit they pulled up on Shinzo Abe with. The deaths are permanent, which means when you die, you start at the very beginning. Again, not like a Souls-like, where if you die, you lose some progress, but are able to regain that progress by reaching your death point through various mechanics. The objective is simple. Make it to the top of the tower, and stop by Goth Girl IHOP as many times as possible on your way there. And the combat mechanics are just as in-depth. You have your sword swings, which you upgrade through the item shop, and random drops that you'll find throughout the run. Your sidearm, which starts as a short bow, but you get the opportunity to pick up alternatives during the run itself. Alright, you fucks, I'm pulling up like the founding fathers intended. Let's fucking go. Ow, okay. And then you have your dodge and parry mechanics that kind of help mitigate the damage and keep you alive as long as possible. And, you know, just adding some spice to the game. Most Souls players are probably going to feel the urge to spin dash their way to the top, which is going to be a pretty tall ask, considering that there's a steep cooldown on the rolling mechanic. The majority of your mitigation in combat is going to come from the parry. This game lets you parry everything. And I mean everything. Spit, weapon swings, clubs, boulders, sounds, magic, job applications. If it can harm you, it can be parried. Some might say that kind of trivializes the game. All you need to do is master one mechanic and you're essentially invincible. And to that, I say, parry. Plus, with such a simple 1 + 1 = 2 combat system, it really gives you an opportunity to just enjoy your time with the game without having to sink in tons of hours to feel like you're this awesome protagonist. Meanwhile, being three-dimensional enough to kind of keep you involved in the game and the Sisyphusian task of battling uphill over and over again in hopes of getting to touch those giant boulders. Please, just one chance. If I was asked to summarize the vibe of Bleakest Keep, the best way I could describe it would be low poly horror. Yo, where the fuck, what is this? Where is this boss at? With excessive amounts of whimsy, in the sense that initially, the game seems like it's going to take itself very, very serious until you find your first frying pan upgrade. Let's hope for a new weapon or something. Oh, is that the frying pan? Oh, I'm about to be a whole ass problem. I feel like the weapon drops really do a lot. When I think back of the most memorable moments in playing Bleakest Keep, it's going to be things like bouncing a frying pan off of Zombie King's head, or gunning down a troll with a blunderbuss. The weapons really change the dynamic. In fact, I'd go as far to say that the game does itself a disservice with the durability elements. It almost feels like I never have enough time with my toys. And the gatekeeping of those really fun items always just feels like it gets in the way. And that's not to say that you're invincible when you pick up these specific weapons too. Quite the contrary. A lot of the enemies in this game hit hard. And speaking of enemies, I'm actually pretty happy to report that the pool of monsters that are in the game is pretty stacked. You have zombies, spiders, imps, banshees, ogres, wizards, and even the occasional cameo from Adam Levine. Was that a fucking werewolf? Oh, let me in, let me in, let me in. Oh, please, let me in. No, hey, man. This fucking sucks. I have to fucking fight Adam Levine before I get to see my wife. God damn it. Get away from me. You know what? Fine. Fuck you. I hate Maroon 5 anyway. Let's go. Oh, okay. Songs About Jane wasn't even that good of an album. Now, this whole video, I've sort of been making the argument that Bleakest Keep is not a Souls-like, it's a roguelike, as though those things are mutually exclusive, which, let me be clear, they are not. There are plenty of examples of roguelike Souls-likes that are phenomenal games. I just don't think this is one of them. But who knows? I am a layman and I have my preconceived notion of what a roguelike or a Souls-like is based off the games that I've played and what I've been told. So I very well could be wrong. And if I am, please correct me in the comments, because I do love to learn about the video game industry. And I'd like to have my nomenclature down even better if I don't already have a good idea of it. So, do I recommend the game? Well, considering the price tag, the polish on it, and the experience the devs had prior to this game being one other project, I gotta say I am thoroughly impressed. As of the time of recording this video, I think it's on Steam for $10, and I've gotten more than $10 worth of joy out of it so far. I've played through it for about 8 hours now, and I've loved every minute of it. It's simple, it's fun, turn my brain off, turn the game on, and just enjoy myself. If you are looking for recommendations for just something kind of meat and potatoes, don't want to think too hard, but still want to have a great time, I really cannot recommend The Bleakest Keep enough. I do think it has a solid chance of being your next comfort play. If you've stuck around this long, please validate my self-worth with a subscription and a like, and if you have a game you'd like me to review or take a look at, please drop it in the comments. That's about it from me. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.